I'm Susan Sutton, editor of Adhesives and Sealants Industry. Thank you for joining me for this ASI Insider. Bill Allmond, president of the Adhesive and Sealant Council, is here today to discuss the upcoming World Adhesive and Sealant Conference. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Susan. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Well, we're only a few, probably feels like very short months away from WAC 2022, which is scheduled for April. How is the planning process coming along?
Well, as you mentioned, Susan, we are now 3 months away, and the level of enthusiasm that I'm hearing from members, as well as our allied associations overseas, is tremendous. We've been planning this event since 2015, and we are now in the home stretch. And I think one of the best arguments that I can make today for attending the World Adhesive and Sealant Conference is that it provides the perfect opportunity for manufacturers and suppliers to reconnect and regroup after far-reaching disruptions to the supply chain, and also from just simply being physically apart due to COVID. So, with that in mind, there are several high priority things that I thought I would share with you today about the conference and the planning process particularly. First of all, registration is open and can be completed at the official website, wac2022.org. There are great discounts for ASC members, so I encourage all of our members to take advantage of this valuable benefit. Also, the host hotel, the Hilton Chicago, is accepting guest room reservations. And my advice to those planning to attend, don't wait. Rooms fill up quickly. Reserve the rooms for you and your team members on wac2022.org. Third, if your company's interest in WAC is to reach your customers or potential customers, two excellent opportunities exist. First, consider exhibiting in the expo, and we're planning a lot of great things for the expo on Tuesday, April 26th. And also be a sponsor. There are numerous ways to create visibility for your company over the 3 days of the conference. And you can find out how to do one or both at, again, the official website, wac2022.org. And lastly, we're planning some great networking events that are being scheduled, including dinners and receptions each evening, breakfast and lunches during the day, and also a happy hour for our emerging leaders and young professionals. So there's so much activity and opportunity for attendees to interact, learn, share, showcase over the course of the 3 days that we're together. And of course, we're also planning and being mindful of the ongoing pandemic in all of our planning.
Right. Yeah, I've seen some troubling numbers, and I'm sure you have too, about hospitalizations and the spread of the variants. How are you evaluating the pandemic in terms of, this really international event?
Yeah, well, we are fortunate to have multiple sources of information that help us evaluate the pandemic's impact. First, and probably the best source, is our members. Like everything else we do at ASC, they continuously provide us with feedback and guidance. And as I mentioned, their enthusiasm and support for WAC this April is very high. So I'm expecting a formidable North American representation. Secondly, is the dialogue we're having with the Hilton Chicago, the venue itself. Like we did for our convention and expo last October in Orlando, we're working with the hotel to better understand what safety protocols they have in place for their employees and what we can expect when we're actually on site and together. Third, we're also staying informed about the latest city and state safety regulations to ensure that we comply with those regulations, whatever they may be. And lastly, I'm in regular contact with ASC's sister organizations in Europe and Asia, who are sharing with me what they're learning from their members about their participation. And I'm happy to report that there's also a lot of enthusiasm from those regions as well about their participation at WAC 2022.
Well, great. Can you share some details about maybe some of the keynotes and the technical sessions?
Absolutely. Well, we truly have the best lineup of global adhesive and sealant industry leaders serving as keynotes that you'll find anywhere. Jim Owens, President and CEO of H.B. Fuller, will be starting the conference off with a keynote during the opening ceremonies on Monday afternoon. His remarks will focus on connecting what matters and the future of the adhesives industry. Nicholas Kraus, Divisional Head of Industrials and Electronics and Regional Head of Americas at Hinkle Adhesive Technologies, will provide a keynote on day 2 And his remarks will focus on shaping the future of adhesive technologies. So that's the first couple of days. Also on day 2, we have Dr. Jayshree Seth, who is the corporate scientist and chief science advocate at 3M Company, who will provide some remarks over the lunch hour entitled Sticking with Science, the Need for STEM Advocacy. I love her title. And also she has a new book out that we're going to have available as well for attendees if they want to have a book signing by Dr. Seth. And also on day 3, the last day of the conference, Vincent LeGros, who's the chairman and CEO of Bostik, will provide the morning keynote, and his remarks will focus on adhesive and sealants facing the rising trend of sustainability, including risks and opportunities, something that's really top of mind, of course, for many of us, and is a big focus for ASC this year as well. And then finally, to round out our keynotes, during the lunch hour on day 3, Harry Mosier, who's the founder and president of the Reshoring Initiative, will provide us with supply chain lessons learned from COVID-19 for adhesive and sealant. So that's going to be a must-see as well. Really going to be insightful about what he's going to share. So, that's a quick overview of WAC 2022's outstanding lineups of keynotes. Our technical program, which everybody is really excited about as well, will focus on the hot topics that are top of mind for all of us. And attendees will get a global perspective, which is one of the many things that makes WAC so unique. We have topics that are designed for every type of attendee, whether you're an industry veteran or you're just getting started in your career. There's really something for everybody within our technical program. Attendees can expect topics such as sustainability and circular economy. There's so much to share on that from a global perspective. Post-COVID environment, what that looks like and what it may look like going forward. Supply chain trends, obviously that's going to be a hot topic for all of us. And then we're going to look at adhesive market developments across different applications, end user needs, identifying what those are. Importantly, from a global perspective, we're going to be providing developments among government regulations across the 3 regions, North America, Asia, and Europe. New product innovations are going to be discussed, and there's so much more. So in addition to the technical program, we have 2 short courses that we're offering. A day-and-a-half short course on hot melt, which will focus on formulation strategies based on application and performance requirements, and also a 6-hour interactive workshop geared toward our industry's emerging leaders. This session topic is on critical thinking and problem solving, and we have an instructor from Case Western's Weatherhead School of Management that will be leading that workshop. So like I said, there's something for everyone, no matter your job title or how long you've been working in the industry.
Wow, that's definitely a packed schedule. It's going to be a great 3 days.
Yep.
Can you share some details about what attendees could expect to see at the expo?
Yeah, attendees will have the opportunity to visit more than 100 exhibitors representing the leading manufacturers, suppliers, distributors, and service providers to our industry. As I mentioned, the expo in particular will provide the industry the unique opportunity to reconnect the industry with the major companies in one place after more than 2 years of COVID keeping us apart and the supply chain disruptions on top of that. So I encourage everyone to regularly visit WAC2022.org to see the latest listing of exhibiting companies.
Well, thanks again, Bill, for joining us today.
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity, Susan. I hope to see you in Chicago this April.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. And of course, thanks to the viewers as well. To learn more, please check out our coverage of the World Adhesive and Sealant Conference at adhesivesmag.com. And of course, visit WAC2022.org.